Hello humans, Master DinnerFlax here, and I'm bringing you the low quality content you deserve. And today I wanted to discuss something really quick. This probably won't be a long video, but I wanted to discuss the importance of a card being slightly better. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, when you're looking at the price tag of an Effect Veiler, and you're looking at the price tag of an Impermanence, you might be asking yourself, why is there such a gap? Impermanence is only slightly better than Veiler. And the same can be said with Crow and Bell. So, slightly better is a term you need to understand that slightly better only applies for one match. But people who are going to these tournaments, they're not playing one match. They're playing several matches. Sometimes, like, at the 200th, they were playing, like, if they made it to the top tables, they were at, like, 12 plus rounds. And if you're going that far, that's 12 matches, which is a bare minimum of 24 games you are playing of a card that is slightly better than a card that you could pay a lot less for. Now, if you don't have the budget, you don't have to buy these cards. But if you're going to a tournament setting and you want to do well, you should understand that any advantage you want, you should take. Like, a perfect example. So, Impermanence is a slightly, quote, slightly better Effect Veiler because you can use it going second if you hard draw it as in a hand trap. You don't have to wait for the main phase. And it's a trap card that has applications with stopping spells and traps. Now, for Effect Veiler, the only advantage it has is it's searchable by a few more cards, and if you draw it off of Shared Ride while you have an established board, it's still a live hand trap, while Impermanence isn't, of course. But those are the only application it has over Impermanence. Every other scenario, Impermanence is better. So it's a slightly better card. But when you're playing 24 plus games, you want that slight advantage over it. And the same goes with Bell. Bell stops Called by the Grave Soul Charge, and anything that hits your graveyard, while DD Crow only hits your opponent's graveyard, but it hits it slightly better by banishing it. However, Bell is a slightly better card because it stops more. And since it negates activations, it can work in the damage step. So, I guess what I'm trying to say ultimately is this idea of slightly better cards, don't think about it like that per match. Like when you're playing a game 2 out of 3, don't think of it in terms of that when you're comparing the two cards. Think about it in like a bare minimum of 8 rounds. Which would you rather have? The card that's slightly better that costs more if you're trying to win, or the card that costs less but is slightly worse? You never have to pay money. You never have to pay a lot of money for this card, especially when the rounds are not as long. But the people who pay a lot of money for these cards and keep them expensive, they're doing it because they want the advantage. So yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and remember, Master DinnerFlax will take your soul.